If you clicked on this video, it would probably mean that you're someone who is already a minimalist and trying to become better at minimalism, or you might be someone who has just started a minimalism journey and is trying to find information on how to become a minimalist. Whatever the reasons that you decided to watch this video, it is your lucky day because I will teach you how to become a true minimalist in this video. Well, it's just a joke, I can't be that cocky. If you're new to this channel, it's very nice meeting you. My name is Sana and I'm a self-proclaimed Japanese minimalist. One of the questions that I sometimes get asked by my viewers since I started making videos about minimalism is that what do you think that makes you more or less of a minimalist? This may sound surprising, but I believe there are no rules. It's all personal. In fact, when I first decided to become a minimalist, it was like baking someone a cake for their birthday. I can shape it and flavor it however I like. From the beginning of my minimalism journey, the most important aspect that I've been focusing on is creating habits that align with my values, because our lifestyles are the results of habits that we perform each day. Habits are small decisions and actions that we make every day that seem so insignificant, but they shape us into who we are today. Adopting minimalist habits can help you lead you towards slowing down and simplifying. They guide you towards living a life of purpose and fulfillment, where you can focus on what is truly important to you. So if you like my minimalism doesn't have to be extreme and it can be fun approach, then you should probably stay here and continue watching this video. Without further ado, I'll be sharing with you 7 minimalist habits that make my life simple, happy, and fulfilled. Decluttering. If you ask minimalists what they think is important to their lives, I believe that the majority of them are likely to tell you 2 things. 1, the love and passion they have towards some sort of beverage, mainly coffee. 2, decluttering. I don't have a particular answer to the first statement, but luckily I do for the second statement. Decluttering is one of the core principles of minimalism because minimalism guides us to identify what is truly important to us among millions of things that we think we need or tasks that we think we must prioritize. For me, decluttering is a transformative process because when I take the time to look at everything I own and decide what I need and don't need, it requires me to think about and evaluate my past choices and encourages me to move forward in a new or different way, physically and emotionally. Decluttering is also an ongoing process. It's not like if you declutter your home once, then you get a certificate of being a minimalist, though I'll probably give you the certificate personally to congratulate you on your attempt. Well, my point is that we are always growing and things that we use also wear and tear over time. What is bringing us positivity and good value might not be the same in the near future. So what we should do is to spend time evaluating what we own and think about what we should declutter every once in a while. So how often do I declutter? Once a year I declutter my apartment. I can hear you say, "Oh, is that it?" Yes, let me say it again. I only do that once a year. Because I live in such a rural place and I don't have a strong desire to purchase things because, you know, when you live in the wop-wops, which means in the middle of nowhere in Kiwi slang, then you just don't need many things to live life. The frequency of decluttering your home completely depends on each individual. Just find the right amount that fits you. Focus on your progress and you don't need to compare yourself with others. Thanks to social media like YouTube, it has become really convenient for us to learn new things and apply what we learn from other people to our lives based on their suggestions and ideas. But this also means that we live in a society where it is extremely easy for us to compare ourselves with others. We often wonder how others are doing with their minimalism life, and we tend to get super disappointed because there are people on the internet who apply minimalism that is too extreme or too fancy for us. But we must remember that our situations, values, and perspectives are different. And once we identify what kind of minimalism life that we would like to live in, then we stop comparing ourselves to others and we start living our lives based on our own values. When we focus on ourselves, we start seeing our strengths and weaknesses. Identifying our own weaknesses can be quite uncomfortable, but I believe we grow the most when we face our internal weaknesses and come up with solutions to make them better than yesterday. Minimalism has taught me the importance of focusing on myself and how I could improve further as a person because this is my life. Now I fully understand that what I can control is my own actions and behavior. This is my life and there's no need to compare myself with others because everyone is different. Being intentional with what you purchase. Although the idea of minimalism is choosing to live with less in order to simplify your life, we always have things that we want or need to make our lives comfortable. But we can also apply a minimalism principle when it comes to purchasing things, and that is being intentional about what you purchase and bring into your home. Making intentional purchases lets you avoid ending up with a cluttered home and full of things that you never use or love. How I became intentional when it comes to purchasing things is that I simply started waiting for a few months and see if I still want something that I was going to buy in the first place. For example, ever since I came back to Japan last year and moved into my new apartment, I wanted to get a guitar because I like music. I didn't purchase it instantly and decided to wait for a bit and see if I still wanted to get it. After 4 months passed, I still felt like I wanted a guitar, so I decided to buy this one. I've been using this for a few months and obviously I really love having this guitar. I would like to encourage you to ask yourself a question when it comes to purchasing things, and that is, does it really add value to my life? Or am I wanting to purchase something because I feel stressed, I want to show off to others, it's a trend, or everybody else has it? Unless what you want to purchase adds value to your life by providing you with long-term happiness, satisfaction, and joy, then you might want to consider waiting for a period of time before making the decision of purchasing the items. Use what you have for as long as possible. This relates to my previous point, but because I think a lot when it comes to making the decision to purchase items, it makes me feel that whatever I purchase, I would like to use them for as long as possible. This habit makes you feel appreciative for what you have, and also it gives you creativity to try fixing things that you have used for a long time, instead of getting rid of them and finding replacements immediately. Keep what you want to do really simple every day. Don't try to do too many things in a day. I do hope that I can make my days as productive as possible, but I also know that something always gets in the way, and that's just what life is like. I've always been ambitious and wanted to achieve a lot every day, but I used to feel really stressed because I always felt like I had too many things that I wanted to do on my plate. After I started minimalism, I decided to create a list of things that I did and picked only a few things that I truly valued the most. Currently, I have 3 things. They are to go to the gym in the morning, read, and create YouTube videos. These are the things that I do on a daily basis, but this might change over time, or I might be able to add more in the future, but that is absolutely fine. We all have days where we feel more productive or less productive, but having a few things that you constantly do, no matter how productive you feel in a day, indicates that those tasks are something that you can't live without, and they are your passion. Passion doesn't need to be something that you can make a living out of, or that is really big. It can be anything, like doing yoga, meditation, walking, or watching movies. The important thing is that those things that you choose to do make you happy and excited to wake up every day. By keeping the things that I want to accomplish as simple as I can, I feel that I have control over my life and I don't feel stressed or overwhelmed to live my life. I can enjoy the things that I do daily. I couldn't ask for more. Learn to say no. We live our life by making choices constantly. It starts at the beginning of our morning when the alarm goes off. Do we get up now or hit the snooze button and wake up in 10 minutes? Or turn our phones off so that we can sleep for as long as possible? Maybe this isn't the best example, but my point is that we are always exposed to choices. Minimalism doesn't only encourage you to think about your physical environment, but also lets you think about protecting intangible resources, such as time, so that you can spend your time on what truly matters to you. Saying no to things like your family, friends, or colleagues' invitation might be overwhelming at first, but if they're truly your supporters, then they will respect your decisions and understand that you have things that you want to accomplish for yourself. And trust me on this, mutual respect creates strong relationships with people that you meet in your life. Organize space. There's a strong correlation between the mind and the physical environment. At least that's what I believe in. If you're surrounded by a messy place, your mind becomes messy, which leads to less productivity and focus. So I try not to leave a lot of mess to the point it overwhelms me. Well, I'm such a lazy person when it comes to cleaning, so if it gets too much, I know I won't clean for the rest of my life. So that makes me feel that I should get my cleaning done when it requires a small effort. By owning less, you can appreciate what you already have in life. By purchasing less, you don't have to make your home cluttered and save a lot of money. By organizing your environment at home, you will have more space for yourself, and some people might say it looks empty. But embracing our space without physical items gives us a new perspective that we should enjoy the emptiness. Because minimalism teaches us that less is more. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, minimalism is an ongoing process, and there's no such thing as if you do XYZ, then you become a true minimalist. So we should keep getting more information about minimalism principles, try to apply them to our lives, and find what works for us. We'll be constantly finding ways to make our life simple, fulfilled, and happier. I will always remind you to enjoy the process of doing things as long as I'm alive and create videos on YouTube. You achieve your goals by taking actions constantly every day. Say you want to get to the top of a mountain and you already know that you love what you see up there. But if you don't enjoy the way to the top, which is the process to get to your goal, then you're likely to give up on walking up, no matter how clear your goal is. Setting goals is important, but I would love you to think creatively about how you can enjoy the process of doing things. Because when things get difficult and challenging, what keeps you going is not your motivation. It'll be whether you like what you're doing every day, no matter how tough things can be. That's called ikigai, which is the Japanese concept of finding purpose in life. Before ending this video, I would like to let you know that if you don't agree with minimalism, that is absolutely fine. Everyone should find what works for them in order to find long-term happiness and fulfillment in life. But if you're not happy with your current situation, just like how I used to be when I was trying to pursue materialism, then it might be a good opportunity for you to try some of the minimalist habits that I talked about in this video, so that you might find something new in your life. I'll keep collecting information about minimalism or other interesting concepts of living life, and I'll keep sharing with you what I learned on this channel. That's the end of the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, because when you hit the like button, the YouTube algorithm helps my channel grow and reach people who are interested in the topics that I discuss on my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing because I'll strive to create videos that are worth your time. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!